Well, today is Friday, and I'm getting ready for some weekend magic. You guys know I am just cut flower crazy, and typically on the corner of my island is where I like to have a really fabulous dramatic flower arrangement that you see as soon as you come in the door. I have had really for the past, I would say 2 months, pretty much it has been dedicated to amaryllis here. And you can see that this one is finished. And then this one has some dying buds. And even though I could still make them look pretty and presentable, nevertheless, they just are looking too wintry to me and too much like the past. And I am thinking about spring and the future. So enter some arrangements that I'm getting ready to do. Stuart isn't here today, so I'm going to show you kind of some behind the scenes, and then tomorrow we'll shoot where I position all of these. So I can't resist hyacinths this time of year. I used to force them myself, but now I realize it's just so easy to pick them up either at Lowe's or your florist, or I got these from Trader Joe's, and I've got 3 pots of a dark purpley blue. In the past, I have seen these sold as Peter Stuyvesant hyacinths, and I love this color particularly since I'm doing more blue. And what I'm going to do is I am going to take them out of their pots, position them in this thrift store find, which is a silver-plated bowl. And I'm just going to take them out of their pots, tuck them in. I'll show some stills of the in process. You can probably hear my dishwasher going on in the background, and that's because I've got 1 container that I want to sterilize to probably use for this brilliant display here of flowering branches, which are just now becoming available in stores and also out in your garden. I don't have a lot, but I have some new red buds, and I think I might try forcing some of those branches myself. But these are gorgeous. I can't tell you exactly what they are, but they look to me like they are some kind of flowering almond or flowering cherry. There's just a few that are already coming out. And then when my large container in the dishwasher is finished being cleaned and sterilized, then I'll put those in place. And then, lest we forget that St. Patrick's Day is just around the corner, I am going to do a beautiful bouquet using largely just green blooms. So these are mostly, what do I have here? I've even forgotten. I think I've got carnations and some green and white variegated hyacinth blooms. And then as always, it's good to have a friend where you can run little errands for them and they for you. So whenever I go to Trader Joe's, now that she lives near me, I try to ask her if there's anything that she needs me to pick up for her, and she does the same for me. And so she wanted some more gorgeous tulips, so I got these. She is all about color, so I got these vibrant, kind of lilac-y, pinky red color for her. And all of these are being conditioned in just some cool water. And then coming full circle on the island, I've got a couple other vases that I'm contemplating using for some of these bouquets. I'm just not really sure, but here's a couple that I have pulled out. And then coming full circle, I have the amaryllis, which will go away. And I will save the bulbs. I'll talk about that a little bit tomorrow when Stuart's here, but I will save the bulbs. I'll cut back this dead stalk and let the foliage continue to grow on. But I'm kind of over amaryllis right now. And then as a treat to myself for creating all of this beauty, I got some of those raspberry shortbread hearts at Trader Joe's. That will be a little tea time treat for me. TTT, a tea time treat. And also for some of the workers outside when they take a little afternoon break. So let's see what I can do with these flowers and see if I can create some floral magic. One of my very favorite things to do to have in the new cottage. Well, I'm starting the process of transplanting these 3 pots. These look to be 4 to 6 inch pots of hyacinths into this bowl. So I just took one of the fancy foil coverings that came with the plant itself, and I'm gonna line this bowl. And just to show you, I just took one out of the pot. I did try to loosen the rim, the roots around the rim with just a butter knife, so that it would come out a little more easily. And if you're going to do this, you might want to check the bottom of the pot itself. Let me see if I can do this with one hand. There we go, sorry for that. To see if there's too many roots coming out of the bottom. Because if there are, you might have more difficulty extricating it from the pot. And so this way I know that I'll be able to remove it and transplant it into this container with minimal root disruption. And even if there is, these are tough characters, and I think that'll be just fine. The other thing is I've moistened them some so that the root ball itself is kind of malleable, and I can torque it a little bit, twitch it a little bit, torture it, if you will, to get it all to fit inside the confines of this bowl. So I'm gonna finish this up and we'll see what it looks like.